Cubs. It's interleague baseball on MLB Network. John Lester, the southpaw out of the state of Washington, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Well, he's what you call a solid starter, Matt. Most of the time, he's going to keep you in games and eat up innings. Sometimes he's more dominant than that, and occasionally he'll get hit around a little bit. But if he attacks hitters and throws quality strikes in this one, he's going to be just fine.
So coming to the plate, Leury Garcia. He will lead this one off today. Ball one to start the at-bat. And it's fouled away. Very nice afternoon, high skies and 77 degrees at game time. Swing and a liner, but foul. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
I feel like when you're facing a 2-pitch mix like this, sink or changeup, as an offense, the game plan has to be the fact that you have to get something elevated. You know he's not going to beat you with velocity, so it's going to come down to who executes better.
Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Matt, the guy to watch has to be Jose Abreu. Last year, he won the American League Silver Slugger for first baseman. You think about that. Everybody who plays first can hit, and he hit above the top of the heap. He's a pretty special hitter.
And a breaking ball's bounced out towards second. And that's the second out.
Batting third, the first baseman.
So here's the slugging first baseman, Jose Abreu now. His past history against John Lester, batting at an even .400. He also has 1 home run. Castellanos is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. A solid. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The first baseman.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Rizzo.
Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Into the bleachers and gone.
Yeah, we always talk about how important it is to spot your starter or run or two early in the game, and he does just that, blasting a no-doubt bomb that serves notice. They're going to be swinging with the wood here. No better way to get the home crowd into it right out of the gates.
Batting second, the right fielder,
Nick Castellanos now. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. Garcia is there, and he makes the catch for the out. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, Matty, I'm going to be looking to see if that guy in the 7th spot can continue to stay hot. This guy hit over 300 last year, and man, it was impressive. Just hitting over 300 is really something special to look at. He's a consistent hitter. I love watching his approach. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He'll be there again this year if he continues to stay within himself.
batting fourth, the third baseman.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Chris Bryant, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. And right into the shift. Throw over to Abreu is in time, and with it, the side is retired. The Cubs get a run courtesy of at the plate, Yoan Moncada. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
The third baseman, Yoan.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's big swing and a miss at the changeup, a ball and a strike. And he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame. Standing in, Eloy Jimenez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Laid off, but a cold strike as that caught the outside. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. Jimenez, a 22-year-old. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Digging in, James McCann. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike one. One strike pitch is a fastball high, and that evens things at 1. 1-2 to the White Sox catcher. Moncada leads off first with 1 away. Changeup laid off down around the shins. Got him. So striding in, Yolmer Sanchez. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Well, even though these two teams are in different leagues, they do play each other every year because of the crosstown rivalry, and it's always pretty fun.
Yeah, and for the players, Matt, they love it. Not only is there more on the line than usual, like bragging rights, but they're not having to stay at hotels and all that. It's just like a normal home game where they're driving to a different ballpark.
Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Baez is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out. In now, Kyle Schwarber, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second. There's a drive out toward the alley in right center. Around first, he's digging for second. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
You could tell he was thinking fastball all the way here, and that's exactly what he got. He was able to get the bat head out front and pull it into the gap in the right center. Now they're set up pretty nicely for a good inning after that leadoff double.
High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And I'm not sure, but it looks like he may have been blindfolded for that swing. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy.
Meanwhile, this ball is into right center, and that ought to be good enough for extra bases.
Wow, throw a tent over it and bring out the clown. Looked like a 3-ring circus out there. One outfielder mistimes his jump, and the ball gets past him. His buddy has to back him up and get the ball in. A good thing, too. Otherwise, it could have been a triple or even an inside the Parker.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Garcia is there. Let's see if they try it. And he might have thought about it at third, but with one away, decides not to risk it.
The center fielder.
Here's Jason Hayward now. First delivery to him on the way. A bullet to first base. Now in the box, John Lester. He's got a chance to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position. That's popped up. Anderson ranging into the outfield. He's got it, and they get out of the jam. Cubs strand a couple. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0.
Leading off for the White Sox, the pitcher, Lucas.
And there's the good fastball from Lester as he jumps ahead. No balls and a strike. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
That's a great job at keeping your hands back. You could tell he was totally fooled. His hip started leaking a little bit, but he was able to stay strong enough with his hands not to overcommit.
The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Digging in for his second at-bat, Leury Garcia.
The right fielder.
Now the first pitch here from Lester.
Garcia.
And he lays off there, 1-0. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Baez onto the grass, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
Now batting.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, it'll be Tim Anderson. The cutter runs outside, ball 1. Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Counts a ball and 2 strikes to the White Sox shortstop. Got him swinging. Made him chase outside the zone that time, and that puts an end to the inning. 2-3 go the White Sox. It remains 1-0.
Leading off for the Cubs. The
First pitch on its way.
Anthony Rizzo.
Liner toward right center. Engel is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 6.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And the right-handed hitting Nicholas Castellanos will bat next. Lifted in the air to center field. Engel is there now, and it's 2 pitches, 2 out.
The batter, number 9.
Here's Javier Baez. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Engel moves over, and the inning is over. Cubs are down in order, but they're up. Riding in once again, Jose Abreu. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Fastball taken a little under the letters, called a strike.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
Behind 0-2 now. And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout, and there's 1 away.
Now batting.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up the former top prospect as a minor leaguer, Yohan Moncada. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Good pitch there down below the zone, got him to go after it. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the White Sox. Fouled off. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2. Striding into the box, Eloy Jimenez. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. 0-1 the count. A windup and the 0-1. On the ground to third. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. Down in order go the White Sox. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score.
For the Cubs, the third baseman, Chris.
On the ground to the left side. Backhanded. Throw to first is in time for the first down.
Now batting.
So 1 away here in the Chicago 4th. And next it'll be the left-handed power threat, Kyle Schwarber. Line, but speared on a hop. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home 4th.
The catcher, number 40.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And stepping up to hit next, the catcher Wilson Contreras. Line toward the alley in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So Ben Zobrist will bat this inning following the 2-out hit.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guys
Now
swinging
back,
first pitch.
second baseman.
No, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first two pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the fifth.
Thanks, Matt. I had a chance to talk with White Sox manager Rick Renteria between innings about his thoughts on his lineup's performance. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
The batter, number 5. Second
Runner
base.
at first following the error. And standing in as the switch-hitting second baseman, Yolmer Sanchez. McCann aboard here at first with nobody out. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And that's a fair ball heading out toward the 353 sign on the Ivy. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Next for Chicago.
Ready for another chance? Adam Engel, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Engel is a guy you have to keep an eye on in the batter's box. He's definitely been known to drop down a bunt. Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. Now both men are across to score. And they'll keep the pressure on here. He's in with a triple.
Hey, that makes this one a lot more interesting here in the middle of innings, Dero. After being down by 1, big base hit drives in 2.
Yeah, that could be a huge knock right there, Dan, especially the way the bullpens have been throwing. They've been nasty. There's a lot of fuel out there, a lot of fire. Doesn't bode well for the offense.
2-0 now. The 2-0 on the way. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. Can't connect there. It's 2-2.
Looped under that one with that swing, which tells me he was probably anticipating it being a sinker.
Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. And he makes the throw to first. Giolito is retired, and there's one away.
Now batter. The right
Ready
fielder.
once again. Leury Garcia. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Pulls the string on that one. 1 strike. Outside for a ball, 1-1. The 1-1. And he fouls this one off. And he struck him out. And that's 8 strikeouts thus far. Stepping in, Tim Anderson, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Now he's baffled by the curve that time for a strike.
Obviously not where he wanted that curveball to end up, but I guess it fooled him enough to get the swing and miss.
Behind 0-2 now. And this one's inside and high, 1-2 now.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
And this is hit hard to the right side. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Castellanos moves over. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 Cub error, and a run. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Cubs lineup with manager Joe Maddon, and he told me that they have to find a way to be more patient at the plate. Over 90% of their at-bats have started with a swing on the first pitch, and given their lack of run production, that approach clearly isn't working. He said
Leading off
adjustment
for
number
the
one
Cubs,
has to be to allow the
the
at-bats to
center
develop
fielder,
and look for good pitches to hit in deeper counts where they will
Hayward.
hopefully have more of an advantage over the pitcher.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Engel is right there, and it's a very quick out number one. Now to the plate, the pitcher, John Lester. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. Throw on to first takes care of him. 2 very quick outs to start the home fifth. So it's back to the top of the order now. And into bat next, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Garcia has it in his tracks. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Ready for another shot now. Jose Abreu. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And Lester back to work as this is swung on and missed for the first strike.
Hey, as an offense, you do your homework, you scout. He hasn't been using that pitch an awful lot. I say you just throw that out. If he's going to flip that occasionally for a strike, then so be it.
Here's the 0-2. Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now. Count still at 1-2.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
To his right, Rizzo. And he'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
The third baseman.
Digging in, Yohan Moncada. Now the first pitch here from Lester. Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get two. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. Into the box now, Eloy Jimenez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one. The 1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2. And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. One away. Now at the plate, James McCann. He reached on an error and later scored his last time up. No balls and a strike to count. On the ground to the right side. Rizzo is there. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
The batter, number 5.
Bases full now following the error. And that'll bring in the second baseman, Yolmer Sanchez. 1 ball, no strikes to count. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. A ball and a strike now. The 1-2. Swing and he pops him up. Looks to be playable in foul ground. There to take it is Rizzo, and there are 2 away now.
Up to the White Sox.
Into the box, Adam Engel. He tripled earlier, making him 1 for 2 in the ball game. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, this is a huge pitch right here. It would be demoralizing to watch this inning slip away.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. Tried to get him out front, but it's a ball 1-2. Abreu on third. Moncada at second. McCann at first. 2 out in the inning. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Digging in once again, Nicholas Castellanos. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
Now batting,
Stepping into the box, Javier Baez. He's lined out and flied out in 2 plate appearances. Line toward the gap in left center. But this will hang up just a bit as it's taken in chest high for a tough second out.
The third baseman.
Here's Chris Bryant now. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame.
This guy has been unbelievable.
Anderson scoops it up. Oh, what a stop on the slide. How about that? So no runs. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Lucas Giolito. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Behind 0-2 now.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
Now batting.
Back to the top of the White Sox lineup now, and stepping in, Leury Garcia, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag. So a runner at first now with 1 away. And up next it'll be Tim Anderson. Here's the first pitch to him. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. Bryant is up with it, and there are 2 away now. Digging in now, Jose Abreu. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
A ball and a strike now to Jose Abreu. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Garcia at second with 2 down. And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ballgame, and that. Stepping into the box, Kyle Schwarber. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Engel has it, and it's a quick out, number 1.
Now batting. The pitcher.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. Line drive to left. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
The batter, the second baseman.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Here's the first pitch to him. This is in the air to center. Does he have another 1-2-3 for the Ledger? He most certainly does. 10 straight he's retired now.
Leading off for the White Sox, the third baseman, Yohan Moncada.
So a new pitcher coming on now. We'll get a look at the hard-throwing right-hander, Brandon Morrow. He's ready. Here's the first offering. He'll lay off the fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. Chased a bad one there, 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here, 1-2 now.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Another full count pitch home. Line to shortstop, and there's one away. So digging in now, Eloy Jimenez. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
Popped up. Rizzo has room in foul territory, and he brings it in on the warning track.
Now batting.
Coming to the plate now, James McCann. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Schwarber giving chase. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. 1-2. Settling in now, Jason Hayward. No hits to this point. First pitch on its way.
Jason Hayward.
Into right field, that's a base hit.
The leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting to see the cat and mouse with the manager. Does he use the bunt right here? Do we put a little hit and run on? Do we go old school, new school, and just let him swing away? Should be interesting.
Kelvin Herrera is on the pitch here in the 8th with nobody out. Daniel Descalso will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Daniel Descalso.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. Jimenez sprinting after it, and he makes the catch in the corner. Into the box now, Anthony Rizzo. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
The right fielder.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting.
Now, meanwhile, this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. Throw comes in quickly now, so that tying run will be forced to hold on at third here, still with only one away. The next come up, Javier Baez. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty.
And that'll get past his outstretched glove. It's a base hit. And that'll plate the tying run from third as we've got ourselves a brand new ball game now.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen, and I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sink and cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Behind 0-2 now.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
The 0-2 home. Loud contact off the bat of Bryant and sent deep to left. The go-ahead run will score. Now a third runner heading for the plate. And the throw in gets away from him. It's cut off. So all 3 runners are in to score.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one makes you feel really good about yourself.
Shoots this one over to first. Fielded by Abreu. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Now batting.
Coming to the plate now, Wilson Contreras. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. First pitch on its way. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. 4 runs here in this half inning. is a guy known for his lights-out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. And now, meanwhile, here's a ball headed out toward deep left center field. And this is going to clear the wall, a home run.
As a fellow once said, the only park that ball wouldn't have made it out of is Yellowstone. Everyone knows he's got plenty of thump in his bat, but come on. I'm not sure that ball's even come down yet.
No hits for him yet in the game despite his team's offensive onslaught. And now a pitch on the way. Fouled away. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And this is going to get down out there and should get all the way to the ivy for extra bases. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
And this is just a cut fastball. He's trying to sneak in the back door. He's unable to get it done. Leaves it right over the heart of the plate, and that's just too easy for a guy like this. He's licking his chops as the ball arrives, and he drills it to the outfield for an extra base hit.
Jason Hayward stands in as he checks his swing here for strike one. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. This is pulled into right. That's in there. Base hit. Zobrist ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. And he's safe at the plate. And it's now a 6-run lead. And now the Cubs pitcher, Daniel Descalso. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's set and the pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Jimenez is there to make the catch, and mercifully the side is finally retired. Another good inning for the Cubs here, and you don't need me to tell you that these folks don't need much of a reason to have a good time. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network. Craig Kimbrell takes the mound here. Not a save situation, of course, because of the big lead, but he'll try to finish it out nonetheless. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
Objective number one right here is finding a way to get on base, so I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
Behind 0-2 now. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike three called. One away. Now at the plate, Adam Engel. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Bases are empty, one man out. And it's fouled away. Fouled off.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
Ball two. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2-2. That one wasn't even close. I don't know anyone that would have swung at that pitch.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Adam Engel is retired, and now they're down to their final out in this one. Strike one to start the at-bat. 0-1, here's the pitch. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. The White Sox down to their last strike. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, this game was decided in the 8th. That was a huge offensive fireworks coming into the 8th inning. And when the other guys put up a big inning like that against you late in the game, it's really tough to make any kind of a comeback.
8-2 is how this one ends today. Chicago came through late, taking the lead in the 8th.